Hey ladies and gents, this is Linda Chic777 and today I'm coming at you with a guest design team project for Sacrafters. Now this project is a late birthday prezi for my beautiful friend here on YouTube, P, who is Whimsical Endeavors. And like I said, it is late and we're always late with our presents. It's like 2 or 3 months down the line, we're finally like, sending your birthday present out. And, this year I was going to try to be on time, but I joked with P, why monkey with tradition? So I made her this beautiful present using one of Saw's wooden 3D shadow boxes. I've talked it up so much to P. I hope she likes it. She'll probably look at it and go, what else you got? I'm going to move my sign out of the way and show you what I came up with. First off, though, I want to show you originally, let me bring it up on my iPad here, the picture of the box before I, monkeyed around with it. Okay, so this is, try to get the glare off. There you go. This is the actual box that you get, and it is about 9 inches in length, I believe, about 4 inches tall, about 3 inches in depth. And I, of course, made it into like a configuration type box. I wanted this project to be inspirational to P, so every time she looks at it, she would get, maybe a smile and a hope and, think about how blessed she is. So let me bring it into view, and here is what I came up with. I know she's going to be watching this. She doesn't often like surprises, so I know she's gonna peek. That's okay. Looks better in person, P. Bring this up here so you can just kind of get a look at it. The colors I chose, because P is redoing her craft room yet once again. We joke about that. And she is going for a beautiful kind of calmness to a room in colors. So she's chosen like palettes with grays and this beautiful blue tone, some whites, a little bit of black in there, but just this real calming type of decor. So I went with some grays. I don't know the blues are the right shade of blue, but it is one of her favorite colors, kind of some aquas, but I kind of chose some light aquas. So like I said, hope she likes it. Let me bring my camera up now. I didn't show you a real close-on look here, but that's because I will bring this up to the camera. So the first thing I did is I textured this whole box using Prima's white heavy gesso paste, and I did my little pounce brush technique that most of you know. If you're a new subscriber to my channel, I take like gesso and this pounce brush and I put it in and I pounce it all the layers like that, all the way through it. About 3 coats. I heat set in between each coat. As I always say, takes a little time, but it's well worth it. You get this just real fine. Let me bring it up to the camera for you. There, you just get this real fine, tiny texture, and it's just really nice. So let's look at this as a whole. You can see the sides. That's what I like about this particular 3D box, is if you've got things that, you've got room to kind of, leak out the side a little bit if you're trying to do, a configuration type box. And then this side, flowers leaking out, beautiful gray tones, the aquas, the creams, and then the back is just plain. I do have a little bit on the top. Okay, now as you can see, the picture I showed you, once again, the front, oops, trying to show you without too much glare, I'll show you side. The front, you can see it's a full set. It's almost like a window pane, but I took and cut part of mine out because I wanted P to really be able to see inside of it. So I took just some jewelry plier things. What do I want to call it? Just some cutters, jewelry cutters, and I snipped this whole portion out. And what's funny is when I got done with it and I snipped it out, I got to looking at it and I thought, this spot here looks like a cross. And that's kind of when the inspiration came about. So I left it open and so she can see inside, and this area looks like a cross. Okay, so let me get in a little bit closer for you so you can peek. Get that light in there for you. Let me adjust my, that's better. Adjust my view so I can see what we've got. Go a little bit slow across. Okay, and then you saw the top. Okay, so let's start. So let me just start on the outside. Okay, so on the outside, I took a beautiful Prima resin clock, kind of signifying time and, you know, her lifetime. Bringing it down, and then I've got this beautiful metal door lock by Prima. And right in front of the quote-unquote cross, I used a beautiful wooden script word from Sacrafters Shop that says hope, because, you know, the cross gives us hope. And then what I used is I've got this beautiful, beautiful quality glitter glass from Renee Bouquet's shop, and it's a real pretty gray tone I had bought from her, Renee, and just beautiful grayish. You can kind of see it, just pretty. So I used that throughout the project to kind of bring a little bit more of the gray tones out. And I put the lock on here to signify, you know, locking our faith. Our faith is interlocked with God, with Jesus. And so in the very back, you can see some beautiful fabric flowers. Here's a gray one and a beautiful aqua one. Those are again from Renee Bouquet's shop. And then I've got a bunch of Prima flowers. You can see the little Prima flowers, Recollections flowers from Michael's, Wild Orchid Craft flowers, all layered in the back there. On the front of one of the flowers, I've got this Prima sign that says Heritage Road, because again, it reminds me of faith, and that, you know, is your heritage, so to speak. I've got a beautiful Renee Bouquet's butterfly in there. I've got like a little Prima metal heart gear here with a tiny little bead landing clock hand coming out. Bring it, there we go. Now you can see that a little bit better. I'm trying to move around my lamp a little bit. And then you can see all the beautiful Wild Orchid Craft and Prima flowers all tucked inside there. I love those rolled flowers. Comes from the Debutante collection and the Garden Fable collection. My favorite flowers of Prima. And then I've got this beautiful resin word by Prima that says love. This one is, I love the texture on it. It's a funny little mistake I did. Let me show you originally what it looks like. Let me get one open here. They are just black in color, and I went to, I can't even remember what I did, but they're just black in color. Oh, I went to paint it, and I used some different colors of the paint on top trying to get this, you know, effect, and I didn't like it, and once that paint and everything sticks to it, it was hard to get off, so I scraped it off. And as I scraped it off, and then some of the black came off with it, it kind of gave it this grayish kind of tone to it. And I left some of the scraped off paint on it because it kind of gave it that little bit of a white effect. I thought it came out just kind of cool. So that's how that little mistake came about. So then I've got more Prima flowers and stuff tucked inside. In the background, boy, this is hard. There we go. Let's turn to the background here. I've got, there we go. So let's start on this side of the background. I've got a Prima metal lamp there. And then I layered some Stationer's Desk paper in the back, because it's got a gray tone to it. So I layered a piece of paper back there to bring out some gray. And then on top of that, I've got some Prima, those Prima trim flowers. Let me find one there and show you that. They're magnolia trim. Here it is. Magnolia trim lace flowers. So I layered a couple of those back in there. Okay, so back behind. Right there. And then on top of that, I layered a tag, a Prima tag from Stationer's Desk collection, and that's why it's got that twine on it. And then on top of that, I layered a Recollections metal bird cage. On top of that, layered a resin frame, just one of those from the $1.50 bin at Michael's. And then on top of that, I layered another little ephemera piece. It's got words and stuff on it. actually under that frame, then layered the frame on top. So we've got layers of papers and frames and bird cages and stuff there. And on top of that metal frame, this is another wood word from Saw's shop. It says life, because, you know, God, Jesus gives us life. And then next to that, I've got a Prima memory hardware piece. It's a little door knocker, because, you know, the scriptures, it talks about, you know, if you knock on the door, ask, knock, and you shall find. You know, ask, seek, knock, you shall find. Anyway, so I put that in there representing that. And then I've got a beautiful chunky Recollections frame right underneath that, where I layered a bunch of flowers and such on top of that, because I really didn't want everything to be flat. I wanted it to kind of come up close to the front there. And then let's see, on this side right below, I've got another right there. You can see it. I'll kind of point it to the side here. Another one of those Recollections frames from that Vintage Romance line. They were clearancing them out at Michael's, so I bought every package I had left, because it was like $1.79. So I got 4 packages. And then I layered a one of those Prima memory hardware. It's not a light bulb, but I can't remember what it's called. It looks like a light bulb there. It says toujours on it, and I think that means always or something like that in French. Forgive me if I'm wrong. And then I layered another beautiful Rene Bouquet's fabric flower there in the gray tone. On top of that, I layered a Prima metal clock and Prima metal clock hands, signifying time or your time with God. I've got another clear in the back there, another Prima metal gear. I've got a beautiful Prima resin angel here, and I've got like some of the glitter glass on his wings and glitter glass on the flower here and on the frame and the, you know, wood word and stuff back there. And then in the front, I wanted just a little scripture, so whenever P looks at it, it says, God is within me, I will never fail. And I printed that out on transparency because I wanted it just to be kind of soft inside and not really like blaringly on paper. I just wanted it to kind of melt into the background but stand out at the same time. To be soft, like I said. So there's that. I'm so sorry it was hard to see, you guys. I hope I did it justice for you. And you can see all my layering of the flowers and everything. Layered tons of flowers and stuff all inside to bring it all to the front. And then on the very tip top, I've got a bunch more beautiful Wild Orchid Craft flowers. I've got another Prima metal heart gear here with some of the glitter glass. I've got a little clear doorknob here. I've got a Prima metal number. And then this is from Saw's shop. You get like a set of 6, and it's the word noted, a wood word, and I kind of glued that on top, and then I've got glitter glass and stuff all around it. Okay, so there's my little project. Like I said, I'm sorry it was a little bit hard to see, but this gives you a better view than trying to get up close, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this project. I really hope P likes it. I hope I didn't talk it up so much that she's disappointed, but I hope she loves it. And I told her I just wanted it to be very inspirational for her, and so I hope that I achieved that. It was totally, just came about wonderful with this beautiful box and these beautiful script words from Saw's shop, these wooden words. I love them. I will have a coupon down below for 10% off a $30 purchase. And it's Linda Fans, F-A-N-S, all in capital letters, should you choose to shop at Sacrafters, as well as her link to get to her store. I thank you for sharing your time with me, and I'll talk with you again soon. Bye.